Well, hi gardeners, it's Lauren from Till and Trowel. So nice to see you this afternoon. It is Sunday, June 5th. Yes, the 5th. I can see in the recording my hair's getting blown all over. It's a little breezy here in Overland Park, Kansas. I'm at my community garden plot and want to show you what's going on. Things are looking terrific. Boy, I love this time of year. It's just so nice. The weather's decent, it's sunny, and the garden is growing, and the weeds aren't too bad, the bugs aren't too bad, all that great stuff. So today I'm putting some stakes in for my tomatoes. As you probably know, I already have tomato cages up, but I stake them as well. I want the main stem to be relatively straight and in the center. They get kind of floppy here. So they get kind of floppy and don't go straight in the tomato cages. So I've put one in to show you what it looks like, but you know, I need two hands for that. So I'll do that after I'm done with my live video. So let's take a look at what's going on at the garden. This time I usually start at the west end. This is the east end. So my beets are doing all right. And look, I have a rogue, can you see it there? There it is. A rogue milkweed coming up. Actually, it looks like two. I'll have to pull that out in a minute. So next I have the 8 tomato plants, and particularly this one over here, you can see it started growing, and now it's flopping to the side. There we go. Can you see that? Really, you know, it's okay, but I like them nice and neat and straight, so I'm going to put a pole in. Let me back up. I put one of the poles in on this other one here. And basically, I just tuck it in right next to the stem, and then I will tie it up to the pole as it grows. My poles are about 6 feet tall. So yeah, tomatoes are coming along good. They look like they've become established, and now they're really beginning to take off. Here's the onion patch. I think last time, or maybe 2 times ago, I said, oh, look, we're getting bulbs. Well, now you can really see them. This one's kind of nice. Let me get you down here so you can actually see a couple of, like right here and right there, a couple of the red tomatoes, yeah. Onions are starting to pop up, which is what they do. A couple of the yellow onions are starting to show as well. That red one's just really nice. Next I have the green onions, bunching onions that is, starting to look like legitimate onions down there. They're little. The second side really had poor germination. I'm not going to fret about it, but I am disappointed. Cool. Lettuce is next, and I've been harvesting that pretty much once a week. These two, you can see I have these cloches. They're basically a 5-sided box, you know, it's open on the bottom, made out of chicken wire, and I put it over top. Or it's roughly 10 inches, 11 inches square, and I put it over top, and then I use the garden staples to attach them to the ground so that the critters won't get it. The reason I need this is that the squirrels come by and do things like this and eat it. I believe this plant will recover. As you can see, it's got a new baby leaf there, but this one actually is doing okay. Looks like one of the green one over here also, it's focusing on the cloche, that's no good. The green one looks like it's been nibbled on as well. I don't know if that one will recover, but this is the other cloche I'm putting on. I had put 4 of them on the other end of the plot. You can see them over there. And they're doing their job very nicely. The lettuces are looking good. Kind of a drag to have to do that, but it is what it is. Critters. Spinach. I am disappointed. I found all these dying plants here when I arrived. I don't know what's up with that. Maybe I'll try another variety next time. This is exactly what happened last year. Started out pretty good, and I was starting to get a harvest, and then a lot of them just died. Once again, by chance, the spinach ended up in a low spot in the plot, and I think that maybe with all the rain we've had over the last couple weeks, they might have drowned. Too much water, and it pools in this particular section of the plot. Phooey! Next we have carrots. Well, I kind of jumped over them. Now they're working their magic. Like right about now, they fill in, and then you kind of don't notice that they're still growing, but the roots are really taking off. So that end of the plot, which is the north end of the plot, I planted first, and then you can see these are smaller. Let me make sure you can see that. Yes, these are smaller, so I'll get those a couple weeks later. And here are the peas. I'm really pleased with them. I haven't gotten any to harvest yet, but I've got pea pods, and they're flowering. Yeah, here's one. Oh, I hope you can see this. The glare makes it such that it's really hard to see on my screen. So these are called Little Marvel, and they're a shelling pea, so you don't eat the pea pods for this. So you gotta wait till they get nice and fat. And you pick them and pull the peas out of the pods and enjoy. So what's unique about Little Marvel is that the plants are small relative to most peas. They don't get to be like a really tall vine. And it actually said on the package, I think I've said this before, you don't have to trellis them. And I thought to myself, what? Peas that you don't have to trellis? What the what? But it's true. So as you can see, their vines are pretty sturdy, and they're climbing on each other, so they're supporting each other. What I'm not so sure about is whether it'll be a real challenge to find the peas within this massive pedum. Is that a word? I think I just made it up. It's massive pea plants. Yeah, that'll work. I've also noticed something kind of odd. And this is how gardeners learn. Some of these plants are yellowish and are getting like curled leaves. This one actually looks like it's infested with something. Boy, I hope you can see that. Yeah, I can see that my hand's there. Like some kind of pest is on it. I'll have to do some research and figure out if there's something I can do. The plants that are affected don't look as healthy, obviously, and they aren't as large. I don't know if they'll still be able to produce. If anybody's a pea expert, let me know. I am not an expert at peas. This is my second year growing them seriously. And I tell you, it's so exciting when you finally start to see some of the... There you go. When you start to see some of the fruits of your labor. Literally, fruits of your labor. One thing I've noticed on my peas is that the ladybugs seem to be pretty happy here. So I wonder if there are aphids and I'm just not seeing them too much. I don't know. But so far, we're getting some peas. Woohoo! Just take you back down the other side of the plot. Not much else to say. The red lettuce is Lala Rosa. It's a red lettuce, a traditional red lettuce. And I had not planted it before, but I got some free seeds and said, oh, that looks pretty. Let's try it. I am kind of meh on it. It doesn't taste terrific. It's okay. But it sure is nice looking. On this side, we got Butter Crunch. And then the other green one right next to the red is Crispino. Other side, the onions. You can kind of see another one of these yellow onions starting to form its bulb. That's going to be a nice one. Wow. I'm really excited. See, a little bit of learning and you can be a lot more successful. For those that don't know, I've not had a lot of success with onions in the past, so finally I buckled down and did a little research and looked up how to grow them, etc. And my gosh, it's paying off. How about that? Makes total sense. Also, I think being right in the middle of the plot where there's lots of sun, that doesn't hurt either. Tomatoes, back on the other side. Of my 8 tomatoes, 6 of them are Amish paste. And then I have Park's Whopper and Sun Sugar. Sun Sugar's already putting some flowers on. A few of them, the other ones are too. So, Let me turn myself back around for you if I can actually see this thing, because the sunlight's really bright and it's hard to see on my screen. But now I can see that my head's back here. So hi again. I hope you're having a wonderful time with your garden too. I hope you got a kick out of seeing my garden over the weeks and how it grows and becomes more mature and comes to harvest. It's so exciting. So you have a great week, and I will probably see you next week here at the garden plot. Happy gardening.